Hi guys, Chantel here from Two Hearts from Roof, and thanks for clicking on this video. It has probably been an absolute age since I recorded a Weight Loss Wednesday video. I literally have no recollection of when it was. But, as you might guess by the title going on, I have made the decision to finish Slimming World. Didn't take it lightly. It simply got to the point where I was going back every week and just kind of not getting anywhere, but knowing I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not kidding myself into thinking that I was going to lose the weight or anything like that. Just the fact that we are too busy. Slimming World takes quite a lot of prep, a lot of organisation. Yes, okay, you could eat the Slimming World frozen ready meals, but no offence, most of them are rank. They're not nice, and I'm not going to subject myself to eating them, to be honest. The odd one was okay, but most of them were just not good. So I have decided to step away. It's been a few weeks now. I haven't been back for the last 5 weeks. There was also the changing of my consultant. I really loved my old consultant. She was awesome. I did this with her nearly 4 years ago now, before I had Ellie, and I lost 2 stone then, and John also lost 2 stone that year. And that was awesome, which is why I went back to this group, back to the same consultant, but sadly she has retired from our group. She still has 2 other groups, but she retired from our group. And we had a new consultant who is lovely, and I'm sure will be great for lots of other people, but personally for me, I didn't find she was providing what I needed or what Arlene provided, so I wasn't finding it very easy, and I also felt that I didn't have that emotional connection with her that I already had with Arlene that encouraged me to keep going back and kind of gave me that kick up the arse to get on with it and do it, to actually stick to plan, which is what Arlene did give me. So yeah, between the too busy, simply not enough time going on, the too much prep required for me, and the changing consultant, I just wasn't getting anywhere. So I'd been at 1 stone 10 pretty much for like the entirety of the summer. I haven't budged the entirety of the summer. So yeah, I decided that I just have to step away for now. That's not to say I'm not going to go back. I might decide to find another group, but probably from now until Christmas, I'm not going to go back to Slimming World. It might be a New Year thing, as I do find that if I decide to do it in the new year, I do it and I get on with it. I'm not one of those who make those kind of resolutions and then ditch them. That's what I did the first time around. We started on New Year's Day and we lost 2 stone within, I think it was about 6.5 months. So we didn't do it super quick. It was up and down, but we did do it. We made it to the targets we wanted to, which was great. So I am leaving Slimming World. A little bit of me is sad about it, but I gotta do it. But I am going to try and keep some of the Slimming World healthy eating habits, obviously. There's no point ditching them completely. So that is kind of the plan, to try and keep some of them. I still cook everything with Frylight anyway. I have been doing that for years, so that makes very little difference. But I really enjoy baking and cooking and experimenting in the kitchen. I just found that Slimming World didn't actually allow me to do a lot of that. A lot of the stuff is quite basic food, even though, you know, there's a load of recipes and you can cook. I know I'm saying that it requires too much prep and then I'm saying I want to cook more. I know that sounds completely backwards, but I like experimenting, like with my bread maker and making different types of breads and things like that, and I haven't been able to do that at all on Slimming World. So my poor bread maker is pretty much sat in the corner of the kitchen untouched for 10 months, which is really sad because I like my bread maker. So yeah, I just need to find my own way of doing this for the next 2 months at least. I still want to make it to target, but I'm not worrying about the 3 stone target at the moment. I want to make the 2 stone target. Since kind of coming off plan completely, and we went on holiday to Venice, where of course there is lots of good food, and I wasn't not eating gelato ice cream whilst I was there. I think I'm now at, I'm still over 1.5. I think I'm a 1 stone 8 pound loss. So I've gained like £2.5 or something, whatever it is, nothing major really. So yeah, the aim is still to get to the 2 stone mark. So that brings me around to the second part of today's video, which is November. This is a challenge that I found on one of my favourite YouTubers channels. It's Laura from How to Get Your Shit Together. I think she's awesome. I'll put the link in the box down below. She kind of does like, I don't even know how to describe it, motivational and organisational and better well-being type videos. I found her via KonMari stuff way earlier in the year. So yeah, the link will be down there to her channel or her November video. So I don't know if other people do this November thing or whether she's actually come up with it, but it was her video that kind of inspired me to go, right, okay, so although I am leaving Slimming World, I don't want to leave dieting as a complete thing. So we will use November to kind of start a new healthy eating challengey type thing in the hope of kickstarting, still keeping up that weight loss a bit, but in a more manageable way for me, a less regimented way, and just kind of trying to keep those healthy eating habits going. So concept of November is to say no to stuff that is holding you back, or no to bad habits. Yeah, just to say no to something that is in your way at the moment. So this could either be just for the month of November, or it can be as an idea to kickstart a new regime, a new habit, a new better way. So yes, I have informed John, not that I'm sure he's 100% on board, but I have informed John that we are saying no to takeaways for the next month. So we did have a takeaway tonight, as this is last night from when you're watching this. So it was the 31st of October and I said we can have one last Chinese, or takeaway, was Chinese. And then there is nada takeaways for the rest of the month. We don't eat a lot of takeaways, but we do find that if we just can't be bothered, we will go get a Burger King, go get a Chinese, get a pizza ordered, and there's lots of good quality ones locally which just make it too easy. So yeah, so we did that. Really sadly I didn't actually enjoy my Chinese as much as I was hoping I would. I had my usual dish, I like it, but I was just like, meh. So I don't know whether my frame of mind is already starting to start kicking in for this November idea. So we will be saying no to takeaways for the entirety of November. We are also saying, well, I am also saying no to junk food in general. So biscuits and crisps and sweets. The only sweets I generally have, to be honest, which I probably will keep, won't get rid of, is I suck a lot of mints because of my allergies and my throat and everything. I do suck a lot of mints, and I will probably continue to eat a lot of mints, but no other kind of sweets going on, no crisps. And then the big one for me at the moment is fizzy drinks. I won't say that I won't be drinking fizzy drinks at all, but I am saying no to any full fat, full sugar fizzy drinks for the next month. When I'm on Slimming World, like properly on it, I'm really good and I drink a lot of flavoured water, and I only ever drink kind of Pepsi Max Cherry because that's kind of like the only real diet drink I do. Like occasionally the Lucozade Zero, quite nice, but my Coke levels have been slipping back up. I really like a good glass of cold Coke, especially if we're working weddings. I tend to drink cold Cokes during the day and then waters in the evenings, but I really need to nip it in the bud. It's not good for my health, it's not good for my weight, it's probably no good for my teeth either. So yeah, no to the fast food, no to the junk food, no to the fizzy drinks, full fat fizzy drinks. Yeah, so that is kind of where we are. So Slimming World has been petered off and we are entering November, thanks to Laura from How to Get Your Shit Together. Kind of running alongside this is what I do want to do to kind of help in the healthy eating and not reaching for the takeaway and the easy convenience food is I'm going to start freezer, crock pot, whatever you want to call them, slow cooker cooking again. I used to do this quite a lot when we were in uni for convenience, and I've slipped out of it. So I've only kind of done like the odd week here or there, but I really want to get back into it properly, and I will probably film some of the recipes. So if you don't know what kind of freezer slow cooking or freezer crock pot cooking is, you prepare all the ingredients for a slow cooker dish, you put it all in a Ziploc freezer bag, label it, whatever the instructions are, shove it in your freezer. Most of the time it doesn't require any pre-cooking. Sometimes you need to brown stuff, but very rarely you actually need to do anything. And then you pull it out the night before, let it defrost in your fridge, dump it in your slow cooker, and you're good. Sometimes you don't even need to pull it out the night before. You can just shove it in frozen. Quite often I did that. If it was going to be a long enough day, shove it in frozen. And then it obviously cooks in your slow cooker. The whole point of it is that you batch it. So you batch prepare, so you can bulk buy all your ingredients and batch prepare like a week's worth, 2 weeks worth, a month's worth of dishes, all ziplocked in your freezer in advance. So it makes it a lot easier when it's cooking, because you just take it out and dump it in and leave it to it. So I need to get back into that. I really would like to do an entire month's worth. I don't actually know if I've got room in my freezer to keep an entire month's worth, so I think I'll be doing a 2 weeks worth of dishes. I'll do 7 dishes and I'll do 2 of each, and we will put them in. So I think I probably will film that. If anybody is interested in freezer crock pot cooking, I found some other people that have done YouTube videos. I'll put some links in the box below. But let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing some easy, family-friendly, cheap recipes to do with freezer crock pot cooking. There is the fact that they're cheap as well, because we spend way too much on food shopping, which just kind of gets out of hand, because I don't food shop for an entire week, mainly because our schedule moves about so much and we don't always have the same days of the week where we eat in the evenings and things like that. It's just a bit hectic, and I find if I just shop at the start of the week for like a whole week, fruit and veg tends to go off or doesn't tend to last all week, and so yeah, it doesn't happen. So I tend to food shop actually every 2 or 3 days, which people say is really bad, but I waste a lot less food by doing it that way. But freezer crock pot cooking would stop me from wasting food anyway, because you tend to only buy and store and like freeze bag the amount of stuff you need for 2 or 3 people, so you waste less anyway. I always found that anyway. Yeah, so that is this week's Wednesday weight loss video. I'm not really sure if I will continue weight loss videos. I might give you some updates at some point in time, maybe at the end of November I can do a weight loss update and tell you if I've managed to maintain or lose any, possibly. We shall see. So yeah, thanks guys for watching today. Give me a nice thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Two Hearts family. There'll be lots of links as always in the box below, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!